Rodney Holmes, and I'm going to do a short video. And the topic of this video is going to be somewhat on the recent Kanye controversy. How many of them have we had? And some other things I want to talk about in brief. Now, as we all know, Kanye has gotten into some hot water over comments he made about one supporting President Trump and then his more recent slavery is a choice. 400 years of slavery is a choice comments. And it's gotten the predictable backlash and uproar. Now, my take on it is wherever one falls on that debate is what they believe or what they feel. But the question I think many of us should ask, and this is just my humble opinion, is that what choice do we make today? What choices are we making that keep us enslaved and independent on other people? Last year and the year before that, black Americans spent over $1 trillion, and we have nothing to show for it to date. Many black people went gaga over the recent Black Panther movie, supporting it in the hundreds of millions of dollars, yet very few of us will support our own people who create science fiction and fantasy. Matter of fact, very few of us even know that you have black fantasy and science fiction creators. And if they do know, the tendency has been to say black people aren't into that. Well, as of Black Panther, we know that isn't true. We know that black people are into that, they're only into that when the character is owned by white people. Also, we have a serious issue of learning to disagree agreeably. Whatever your take on Kanye West's statements, whether you think he's right, whether you think it's absolutely asinine or disrespectful to the ancestors, that is your opinion. Only he knows what he meant, and we can speculate on what he meant by that. However, what your opinion means to you is what it means to you. It does not have to mean the same to me or to anyone else. Same with my opinion. It's just my opinion. And that leads to the final thing. What are we going to do today? What people did in the past, we can't romanticize, nor can we truly say we wouldn't have done this or that. Those were their circumstances. So whether they chose to rebel, whether they chose to run away, whether they chose to remain slaves, whether they chose to betray others who wanted to do something different, such as rebel against the slave master, fight the slave master, create a rebellion, only thing you can say is, well, at least in my opinion, the only thing we can do is learn from the history. We can't romanticize the history. It is what it is. Only thing we can do from this point on is to look at our choices, our decisions, our own actions, and see, are we keeping ourselves in bondage today? Are we keeping ourselves a slave today? Are we making decisions to keep ourselves slaves today? That is the true question, I think. And again, I think we should be asking that of ourselves. What another man does, I have no control over. I only have control over what I do. And With that, I will conclude this video. Thank you for watching. God bless, take care, and above all, self-reflect. That's all any of us can do. Well, correction, after we self-reflect, then we need to take action. Thank you very much.